Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Saavedra, or Laura Saavedra, and I serve as a program manager with the Center for Educational Outreach at the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. The mission of CEO is simple: to promote post-secondary access and success, specifically for our historically underrepresented students in underserved communities. When I tell you that I am in my dream job, I absolutely mean it. But it was a journey to absolutely get to this point. Before I jump in and share a little bit more about my story, I want to give you a few questions to think about now, throughout, and afterwards. First question, as we think about your future. Where do your interests lie? Academic interests, personal interests? Think about it. Second question, what are your dreams for the future? What's important to you? What do you value? Third question, is there anything you're anxious or worried about as it relates to your future? And finally, how can I help you? When you know your why, your what becomes that much more powerful. When I think about where I'm at today, I've always known what was important to me, which was to help people. Over time, I've been able to define that specifically to how to support underrepresented students on their path to post-secondary education. That is my why. How I got here? Well, I can sit here and I can say proudly that I am a first-generation college graduate, two-time graduate, Latina, born and raised in Southwest Detroit, who came from very humble beginnings. I was born and raised in a single-parent household. My mom, my life, my love, my everything. She did everything she could to make sure that there was a roof over our head and food on the table for both my brother and I. She worked downtown Detroit at Henry Ford Hospital in housekeeping. And she was my world. My brother, my world. When I think about my educational journey in high school, I consider myself to be a well-rounded student. I was incredibly involved. For 4 years, I participated in the Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. And once I joined, I just knew that I was going to be joining the military immediately after high school. While I love and appreciate my alma mater, I wasn't necessarily being set up to think about my future, let alone think about or believe in myself going to college. I also knew when I heard folks around me talk about college, I would also hear how expensive it is, how much money is involved, whether it's to pay or to go, books, live, etc. I knew I didn't have that kind of money. And as a first generation college student, I definitely didn't think that I was equipped with the knowledge and the means to attend, let alone be successful. Not to mention, one of the worst things that could have happened to me in high school did, and my mother passed away. As I mentioned earlier, I was raised in a single parent household, and when that happened, my life changed tremendously. I was faced with the decision of, do I go left or do I go right? And in the moment, going left was the right thing to do because I didn't know how to manage my emotions. I was sad, I was depressed, and I didn't know how to ask for help. And it wasn't until my support system started to build around me, that was when I started to feel like hope is possible. I can do this. I can move forward. I have to move forward. I have to set the example for my younger brother. And I had to learn how to ask for help. If you take nothing else from this video, please know that there are people out there who can and will help you. One of my favorite quotes I share all the time is, I don't ask for help because I am weak. I ask for help to remain strong. And that's by an anonymous writer. That help allowed me to pursue a college education. And let me tell y'all, higher education transformed my life. And it can absolutely do the same for you if that is what you want. The beauty about my job is that I get to help students consider any post-secondary opportunity. So maybe that's community college for you. Maybe that's a vocational or trade school. Maybe it's the military. Maybe it's joining the job force immediately after. Or maybe it's attending the University of Michigan. Whatever that goal is, know that I'm absolutely here to help. And because I had that same help, I was able to apply and be admitted and receive a full scholarship, multiple scholarships. So thankful to this day for them, to attend a 4-year school. And not only go and pursue a bachelor's degree, but also have the opportunity and be blessed to have my master's. This is just a part of my story, but I share it because each of you have a very powerful story to tell. And I would love to be a part of that story for you. So for that final question, how can I help you? Know that I am here to help support any educational goal that you have. I can be reached via email, lsaavedr@umich.edu. Let's do this together. Go Blue.